Let's talk about rent versus buy in New York City. The answer is clearly buy. I'm a real estate agent. Did you think I was going to try and convince you to do something else? Actually, there are a number of factors for you to consider before making this important decision. Buying your first home feels like an incredible accomplishment, and it is. Give yourself a little pat on the back for even considering it. But you are going to incur some significant transaction costs and put yourself at some risks that renters just don't see. Buying and eventually selling your New York City apartment can be pretty expensive. All in, the buying and selling process will usually cost you roughly 10% of the price of the home. For that reason, by far, the number one most important factor in your decision of buy versus rent is how long you see yourself in the property. Remember, it's gonna cost you about 10% to get in and out of that property. So let's say it appreciates at 3.5% per year. You're gonna need to live there for at least 3 years to break even. Here are a few questions to ask yourself before making this all too important decision. Will your household grow? If you're gonna go buy a few dogs, or maybe have a few kids, or maybe both, then maybe buying right now in this neighborhood is not your best option. Do you love the neighborhood in New York City that you're considering a purchase? If you think you're gonna get sick of this neighborhood a year or 2 years down the line, then buying here right now is probably not your best move. How stable is your job both generally and geographically? If you buy, you're probably locked into 30 years of mortgage payments, so losing your job can be especially tough. And if you're forced to relocate, then you'll probably be forced to sell and you'll incur additional transaction costs. Now let's say you know you love the neighborhood, you know you want to be in the apartment for over 3 years, and you have the down payment, you also meet the co-op's requirements for buying in their building. If all those boxes are checked, then yes, buying instead of renting is most definitely your best move. So there you have it. There's the buy versus rent decision. As always, Brett has got your back.